Are you sitting down? Because Marvel just dropped the biggest bomb of the year. Guess who's back? Everyone! Thor, Loki, Magneto, Professor X, the Fantastic Four, Sentry, the X-Men, the Thunderbolts. Just the heavy hitters, baby. They did a 6-hour live stream, 9 million people watching, 27 characters officially confirmed, and me? I'm Frog Frank, and I'm gonna break it all down for you. Who's back, why they're back, where they've been, and what it all means for the biggest Marvel movie ever. So take a deep breath, pop a nerdy chill pill, and let's dive headfirst into this superhero apocalypse. What's up, multiverse nerds and Marvel heads? It's your boy, Frog Frank. The frog more shocked than Loki at the end of his series when he saw his own death. Today, we're opening our nerdy little hearts, because Marvel opened the floodgates. 27 characters confirmed for Avengers, Doomsday, 27. And this isn't just some random side characters. We're talking heroes, villains, ghosts, mutants, old folks, lost kids, clones, and who knows, maybe Mephisto finally shows up. I wouldn't be surprised anymore.
Are you even breathing, Frank?
Not anymore, Wool. My soul has ascended ever since Magneto popped up on that screen. And hey, drop a like right now, or the Sentry's coming for you in your dreams. All right, first things first, people. Marvel dropped a 6-hour live stream, announcement after announcement, like one every breath. The event had more viewers than a presidential debate. And then, boom! 27 confirmed names. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Pedro Pascal, Anthony Mackie, Paul Rudd, Letitia Wright, Florence Pugh, Kelsey Grammer, Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, and the list keeps going. The message is loud and clear. Doomsday is adapting Secret Wars, and the multiverse is going to collapse. It's incursions from every direction. Hero versus hero, universe versus universe. And right in the middle of all this chaos, if anyone wants to save reality, they're gonna have to reach Supreme Loki, who's chilling on his throne holding all the timelines together.
So like the customer service of the multiverse?
Exactly. The complaint department of reality. And Loki's the guy with the reset button. One wrong move and boom! He rewinds the whole universe. Dude's got power. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor, and the last time we saw our favorite lightning blondie, it was in Thor, Love and Thunder, 2022, that chaotic roller coaster of a movie where he adopts the villain's daughter. Yeah, he ends up taking care of Gore's little girl, who is, no joke, basically a child version of eternity itself. Nice and simple, right? Nope. Makes zero sense, but Marvel just dropped that bomb and sped off like a biker gang. Now the God of Thunder returns in Avengers, Doomsday to do what fans have been waiting for since Infinity War, reunite with Loki. But it's not the old Loki. Not the one Thanos crumpled like a used soda can. It's the Loki from the series. The most powerful version of him. The Loki who became the god of stories, sitting on a throne made of time, space, and fan tears. We last saw him at the end of Loki Season 2, Disney Plus, 2023, holding together all the multiverse timelines with his bare hands, replacing He Who Remains and becoming the new anchor of the entire MCU.
Wait, does Thor even know that, Frog?
Of course not! Thor probably still thinks his brothers floating in space are turned into Asgardian dust. This reunion is gonna hit harder than Mjolnir to the chest. But brace yourselves, because if Marvel sticks to the vibe from the comics, Thor's gonna die, and not just any death. In my theory, and half the fandoms, Doctor Doom is gonna try to steal Loki's power, and Thor, trying to stop him, is gonna step in. There'll be lightning, thunder, punches flying, and then, that's it. Thor goes down as a hero, sacrificing himself to protect his brother and the multiverse.
Wait, you think Loki's gonna watch it happen?
He will, and that's the heavy part. Loki, the god of stories, will watch his brother die trying to save him, and he won't be able to do anything. He can't leave the throne, can't interfere, because now he is the balance of the multiverse. It's gonna be one of the most emotional moments in the entire MCU. It's gonna hurt bad. And listen, if they follow the Time Runs Out arc, which heavily inspires Doomsday, this is pretty much guaranteed. In the comics, Thor faces the Beyonders with other gods and dies without even leaving a scratch. If Doom takes that role in the movie, get ready for Asgardian opera-level tragedy.
And if this really is the end for Chris Hemsworth's Thor,
So, there's a pretty loud buzz going around. Maybe Marvel's finally gonna pass the Mjolnir to a new hero? Beta Ray Bill, the horse-faced alien with a heart of gold, might finally show up. And if that happens, I'm passing out live. No joke.
so that's it. Doom comes in hungry for power, Thor jumps in the way, Loki's trapped by duty, and we're left emotionally wrecked.
Exactly, Woolsey. That reunion's gonna be beautiful, and heartbreaking, and epic. It's gonna be the final chapter of one of the most iconic duos in Marvel history. And when it goes down, I want you there, holding the shield, the hammer, and a tissue. Because it's gonna emotionally wreck every nerd in the room. Hold on to your chair, because this villain ain't playing around. It's the biggest ego in the multiverse wrapped in high-grade armor. Dr. Doom, people. And no, we're not talking about that soft 2015 Doom, all right? This is the real deal, comic book Doom. The Doom who stands up to the Beyonders. This guy doesn't just want to rule Earth. He wants the full package. Time, reality, space, and a throne in the heart of the multiverse. You know who's sitting on that throne right now? Loki. And Doom wants to snatch that seat like it's an Uno reverse card. His plan? Reach the center of reality and literally suck the power out of Loki. Yup, Doom wants to drain the god of stories.
Like sugar power?
Sugar power with a shot of inflated ego and unhinged ambition. Doom wants to become the multiverse god. And who's going to chase him down? The Fantastic Four. Pedro Pascal is stepping in as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby is our Invisible Woman, Joseph Quinn is Human Torch, and Ebon Moss-Backrack as The Thing. Their movie drops July 25th, right before Doomsday, and it's gonna kick off the madness. Why? Because Doom is their villain. Doom and Reed have been rivals since Marvel High School. So just imagine, while Doom is out there trying to hijack reality with sheer rage, the Fantastic Four are chasing him across the multiverse like the Guardians of the Galaxy chasing Thanos in Infinity War, but with less 80s rock and more multiversal therapy sessions. And if they follow the comics, Doom is gonna win at some point. In the Secret Wars storyline, he becomes God Doom and creates a brand new reality from scratch, like playing The Sims with cosmic cheat codes and dictator energy. The big question is, who's gonna stop him? Because if no one does, the entire multiverse turns into Doomtopia, with Doom brand Wi-Fi and a Latvarian flag in every dimension. I'm stressed just thinking about it.
Maybe that's why Pedro Pascal looks so serious in that promo image. He's calculating where Doom slipped into the timeline.
He looked more tense than Doctor Strange and Wanda at a homeowners association meeting. Bottom line, Doctor Doom is the most dangerous player in this whole mess. And if he shows up packing that same cosmic level power from the comics, even Sentry's gonna sweat. Anthony Mackie is back as the new Captain America. Last time we saw Sam was in Captain America, Brave New World, where he finally took the shield for good, cleaned up the mess, and stepped up to rebuild what's left of the Avengers. And now, in Doomsday, he's walking in with a clear mission, form a brand new team. And he can't do it alone, right? Nope. That's where our sidekick of the hour enters. Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon. Right now, he's kind of the Avengers intern, okay? He'll spend most of the movie clicking PDFs, answering Hulk's texts, and holding the shield while Sam gives another inspirational speech. But real talk, the guy's got potential. If Marvel plays it right, this kid could go from intern to MVP real quick.
So you think this team's gonna work?
It has to work. Doomsday is their trial by fire. And Sam, he's gonna show that you can lead not just with muscles and vibranium, but with heart, strategy, and a well-trained sidekick at your side. Oh, look who's back. Paul Rudd, the man who never ages. confirmed as Ant-Man in Doomsday. But his situation? Man, it changed a lot. Scott Lang was supposed to be one of the main characters of this phase. He was the first hero to face Kang. Remember Quantumania 2023? They threw hands. He was basically chosen to introduce the MCU's next Thanos.
And then, total flop, right?
Big ol' flop. The script got reworked. Critics went savage. Kang became persona non grata, and the actor was fired. Marvel scrapped the Kang Dynasty plan and switched it all to Doomsday, with Doom in the spotlight, obviously. And poor Ant-Man lost his protagonist badge. Now he's the multiverse gossip guy.
Haha! You're telling me Scott Lang became the MCU's cosmic gossip girl?
Exactly. His role now is kind of like Hank Pym in the comics, using particles to peek into higher planes of existence and spy on the cosmic chaos before it hits. Ant-Man's gonna be the guy who sees it all first. He'll notice Doom on the move, see the incursions happening, Loki on the throne, and he'll scream, "Guys, everything is going to hell." And guess what? No one listens. Until it's too late.
So he's like the Cassandra of the MCU, the guy who knew everything and got ignored.
Totally. He'll be out there connecting the dots, chasing leads, and while he's yelling, someone's always like, "Come on, Scott, stop being paranoid. Go play with your ant pet." That, my dear, is called drama, classic narrative pain. But deep down, he might actually be one of the keys to salvation. Imagine him figuring out where Doom's gonna strike, or discovering an alternate multiverse on the brink of collapse. But no one believes him. The tension's gonna be real. The guy who knows too much, but has zero authority. Wakanda forever. More like Wakanda on fire, my people. Letitia Wright is back as Shuri, our tech-savvy Black Panther, and Winston Duke returns as M'Baku, king of punchlines and power poses. But the real question is, how long can Shuri hold that mantle? Because, yep, we've got strong rumors that Damson Idris is showing up as a new Black Panther. And no, it's not Shuri's long-lost cousin back from a backpacking trip through Europe. This is multiverse-level stuff. Could be a variant, could be T'Challa from another universe, could be an ancestral spirit here to slap Doom across the face. Anything's possible.
But what about Namor? He's coming back too, right?
Confirmed with a capital C, Tenoch Huerta is back as Marvel's most explosive underwater egomaniac. And listen, if they stick to the comics, Namor's not here to play. In the Incursion storyline, he straight up blows up entire planets just to save our Earth. The man sees a multiverse threat and goes, that one's about to collide with us? Kaboom! And here's the twist. He does it while being a member of the Illuminati. Yeah, those Illuminati. The secret group of genius heroes making world-breaking decisions, but doing it with swagger. And guess where the Illuminati hide out in the comics? Wakanda. So it's all lining up. We've got a hidden nation, high-tech gear, a potential new king, and Wakanda's oldest enemy, Namor, now acting as a forced ally. If the Illuminati really show up in Doomsday, you can bet sparks will fly between Namor and M'Baku. Or worse, Namor and this new T'Challa. There's gonna be diplomacy? Yep. There's gonna be war? Oh, you bet.
If they blow up another Wakandan throne, it's gonna be chaos.
If they don't blow up half the multiverse, I'll be shocked. Wakanda's about to become the strategic HQ, the political heart, and maybe the last stronghold of resistance. Mark my words. Shang-Chi's in the game, folks. Officially confirmed for Avengers, Doomsday. And look, I loved his solo movie, okay? Those fight scenes were pure art. That choreography, it's like watching a mystical ballet. If the ballet punched you in the face. When that bus scene kicked off, bro, I almost yeeted my couch into orbit. And with our mystical Kung Fu King comes the infamous 10 rings. Remember those beauties? They're not just magic, not just tech. They're both. Basically, Doctor Strange's iPhone. Does spells, warps the multiverse, and roundhouse kicks demons.
Like an airdrop between realities?
At the end of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, 2021, he hands those rings over to Bruce Banner and Wong for analysis. And guess what? Even they have no clue where they came from. The only thing we know for sure? The rings are sending out a mysterious signal to somewhere beyond the MCU. And when will that signal finally matter? Now, right as the multiverse is falling apart. Those rings might be the key to bridging realities, opening portals, or even summoning ancient beings from the void between universes. It's like an interdimensional Wi-Fi router. Except when this thing crashes, it doesn't just lag the live stream, it breaks the space-time continuum.
Imagine the ring crashing mid-fight.
Picture Shang-Chi trying to summon a portal and the ring says, "No service, please try again later." But for real, this dude deserves the spotlight. His fight scenes are insane, the actor crushes it, and he's got enough charisma to lead this new era. If the MCU plays their cards right, Shang-Chi's gonna be the team's new Zen master, solving cosmic crises with fists when magic fails. All right, grab your Captain America shield and brace yourself, because things are about to dive straight into the deep end of crazy. We're talking about the Thunderbolts, Marvel's finest collection of walking trauma with superpowers.
More issues than a family group chat on Thanksgiving?
Exactly. Pretty much the entire lineup from their solo movie is confirmed for Avengers Doomsday. Florence Pugh as Yelena, our Russian widow with sass and sass on top of sass. Sebastian Stan back as Bucky, the Winter Soldier who just wants a peaceful long weekend. David Harbour as Red Guardian, your vodka-loving uncle with a hero complex and dad bod. We've got Ghost, US Agent, and then the guy who made me scream during the announcement, the Sentry, my dudes.
Wait, the Sentry? Isn't he the one with the void inside him, like the literal most dangerous cosmic demon in the universe?
That's him, Marvel's version of Goku, but with mood swings and an existential crisis. The man is so powerful he warms up by nuking planets before breakfast.
What about Taskmaster? That one from the Black Widow movie?
Yeah, not on the list, which probably means, yeah, Marvel soft-spoiled it. She's not making it out of the Thunderbolts movie. No funeral, just a sad violin and fade to black.
Sad, but let's go back to Sentry. If he's in Doomsday, how the heck are they gonna explain him not ending the movie in 10 seconds?
Exactly. Marvel's gonna need to pull something out of the hat. Oh no, Bob's having a crisis again? Oh no, he forgot his cosmic meds. Oh no, the void took over and now he's off wandering in the quantum realm. Whatever works, because if Sentry's at full power, he could backhand Doom into a new dimension and still have time for a TikTok.
Or he dies halfway through the movie. You know how Marvel loves to off OP characters early?
Or sacrifices himself to save a background intern. But one thing's for sure, if Bob Reynolds shows up flying with that golden cape, I'm jumping out of my seat, clapping and yelling, "Bob Reynolds, I choose you."
You have zero shame, huh?
Absolutely none, Wool. This is 100% hype zone. And if Sentry goes head-to-head with Doom on the big screen, I'm gonna need an oxygen mask and a fresh pair of pants. Okay, everyone, I need silence. Silence and respect. Because we've reached the moment I've been waiting for since I wore Wolverine underwear and yelled, "Snicked," in the school bathroom mirror. The classic Fox X-Men are back in Avengers. Doomsday. I repeat, every single.
Frank, breathe. You're shaking like Sentry in a cosmic identity crisis.
I can't, Wool. I'm losing it. Look at this lineup. Look at it. Kelsey Grammer as Beast, the blue intellectual who drops Shakespeare quotes while kicking walls down. Patrick Stewart, the eternal Professor Xavier. This man's died more times than Kenny from South Park and still shows up all telepathic and classy. Ian McKellen as Magneto, the metal-bending menace with the sass of a Shakespearean villain. Alan Cumming returning as Nightcrawler, the most stylish Bamf in Marvel history. That White House scene, still living rent-free in my brain. Rebecca Roman as Mystique, the ninja spy who cosplays as literally anyone. James Marsden as Cyclops, the tactical leader finally getting the spotlight he's always deserved. And even Gambit. Yes, Taylor Kitsch is back with the Cajun accent and explosive playing cards.
Frank, you're kind of drooling.
I'm at peace, Wool. This is religion. This is the multiverse apologizing for the last MCU phases. And listen, if these actors are confirmed, this isn't some cheap 15-second background cameo. Marvel didn't pull these legends out of cinematic retirement for a blink and you miss it shot. They're stepping into the multiversal war with plot, with purpose, with gravitas.
But how do they even fit into the story? Did they just fall in randomly, or do they show up with a mission?
Excellent question, Wool. Here's the thing. I don't think these X-Men are here by accident. Remember Xavier in Multiverse of Madness? He was already tracking reality collapses back then. So now, with the multiverse crumbling like a stale cookie, it makes total sense that this team detected the incursions first. They're not just showing up, they're arriving to stop Doom before he breaks everything for good. Imagine Xavier and Magneto fighting side by side, putting their differences aside for one last stand to save every universe from becoming space dust. I'm telling you, this is the X-Men send-off we've all been waiting for. But there's also a second theory. What if they didn't choose to come here? What if they showed up by accident, thanks to one of those universe-melting incursions? Like, one Earth crashes into another and boom! Suddenly the X-Mansion pops up right in the middle of Central Park, and the mutants are like, wait, where's Logan? And why is there a medieval armored Hulk staring at me? Whether it's a mission or a multiversal disaster, one thing's for sure. They're hitting the battlefield locked, loaded, and ready to slice.
You think they're gonna last long?
Wool, we know Marvel loves to kill off fan-favorite characters right when we're most attached. So yeah, I've already got my tissues ready. But if they do die, it better be glorious. No weak poof into smoke. I want heroic sacrifice, epic soundtrack, slow-mo camera, and a final line like, "For the future of mutants," before they get vaporized by Doom's death beam.
And if this really is their final goodbye?
Then it needs to be the greatest farewell the MCU has ever delivered. These characters are foundations of modern superhero cinema. Without them, there's no Iron Man, no Avengers, no MCU at all. They walked so the MCU could run. So if it's goodbye, let it be done with heart, honor, and an adamantium-level bang.
What about Wolverine? Isn't he with them?
Not yet, but hold that thought. Wolvie Talk is coming in our Deadpool 3 video, and trust me, that one does connect to Doomsday. Today is all about these legends, the originals, the X-Men who shaped our childhood and are now about to dropkick the multiverse apocalypse in the face.
Okay, poll time. Which classic X-Man do you most want to see go full beast mode in Doomsday?
Magneto. I want to see him fuse Doom's helmet with a satellite while yelling, "You underestimated the mutants." If that happens in the theater, I'm jumping out of my seat, my row, the balcony, and my entire existence. I'll just surrender myself to the hype. Okay, deep breath with me, folks. With this insane cast, with this storyline full of incursions, with Loki sitting on the throne of time and Doom already grabbing his spoon to scoop the multiverse clean, there's no doubt Marvel's about to smash the cosmic reset button. To me, the path is already drawn. Thor's gonna be the first to fall, right at the start. He'll try to face Doom, maybe to protect Loki, and it's gonna go sideways. It's like an emotional mirror of Infinity War, you know? Back then, Loki died in front of Thor. Now, Thor dies in front of Loki, and Loki sees it all, from his throne, from the very heart of the multiverse. But this time, he's not just a grieving brother, he's the keeper of time, and that could shake everything.
You think Loki's gonna throw it all away for revenge?
I don't know, Wool, but if there's one guy who'd break the rules of time over family drama, it's him. And here's where Dr. Doom kicks in with his perfect universe fantasy. Controlled, neat, all under his rules. With Loki's power, Doom could try to build a world without chaos, no variance, no freedom, just pure order. And that, my friends, is the nightmare of any healthy multiverse. Now hold this comparison. The Fantastic Four are gonna follow Doom. Follow closely. Just like the Guardians followed Thanos. Not because they like him, but because there's history, resentment, drama. Pedro Pascal's gonna give his all as Reed Richards, chasing the villain who used to be one of their own. It's gonna be a cosmic-level family feud.
So who's gonna figure it all out first?
Ant-Man, mark my words, he's gonna be the last sane one. He'll figure it all out first, try to warn everybody, and no one will listen. He's gonna be like, guys, I swear I saw Doom plugging a USB into Loki and downloading the entire multiverse. And everyone's like, ugh, there goes Scott with his conspiracy theories again. Until it's too late. That's the structural issue that freaks me out. The right hero gets ignored until the chaos detonates. And the X-Men? Man, those guys are a total wild card. But you know what gives me chills? We might get a post-credits scene that holds the key to it all. Maybe Xavier talking to Reed Richards. Maybe a memory from Logan. Maybe the birth of a new universe.
You think this is really the end then?
Yes and no. Because if Doom creates his perfect universe, Marvel can rebuild everything from scratch. Pick what they want, ditch what they don't. And the craziest part? The Russo brothers are doing interviews again saying something new is coming. Those guys know too much, and they love rebooting everything with a multiversal roundhouse kick. To me, Avengers, Doomsday isn't just an ending, it's a reboot. Marvel's gonna shut the doors on chaos, just to crack open a new window for what's coming next. And maybe, just maybe, this new universe brings us a fresh Wolverine, a respected Cyclops, a Magneto as leader, and a Fantastic Four without foam spandex suits. Hey, dreaming is still free, right?
Then tell me, Frog, if Loki's the guardian of time and Doom wants it all for himself, who do you think wins this game?
That depends, Wool. If the script's got guts, the answer might be neither. The real winner is the one who chooses to start over. And that, my friend, is up to the audience. Through cheers, through tears, through pure hype. Guys, Avengers Doomsday isn't just another movie. It's the Marvel apocalypse. It's all or nothing. A final goodbye for many heroes and the first step into a brand new MCU. If you're as hyped as I am, then you have to be subscribed right here, because we're dropping a video for each of the 27 confirmed characters.
So what do you think is going to happen? Who's going to die? Who's going to shine? Who's going to turn into multiverse mashed potatoes? Drop a comment, hit the bell, share this with that friend who lives and breathes Avengers, and ride the hype with us. Till next time, and remember, if the Sentry shows up, get out the way, because this planet's going down.